start. Hello there, and welcome to the Stratocast. This is the second episode, and we've got a very special guest, Helping Hans. Hello, Hans.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Everybody's fine, I'm sure. We're going to be casting a game against Marcus today from the tournament. It looks to be a very interesting game indeed. Tell us a little bit more about this tournament and how you did, without too many spoilers, hopefully.
Too many spoilers. Well, I made it quite far into the tournament. This is round 4 of the tournament, me versus Marcus. Marcus is a formidable opponent. I think Sarge has referred him as the Marcus car now. He has his own specific unit. So you got to watch out for those Marcus cars. This tournament in general was pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with my performance since it was my first tournament. I could have done better, but I don't know where I went wrong in some places. Hopefully I can improve on the next one.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully we can talk about some of the strategies you used, and maybe point out some of the ways you could have defeated the mighty Marcus. As you're the guest, would you like to do the countdown?
Okay, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Play 8, 9.
9, 10.
Perfect. So obviously tier 1. How many units do you tend to build in a competitive game?
It depends. My standard build is 4 units. It normally consists of 2 grenadiers and 2 MGs in that order. I do try to if I see a Maxim heavy start, I do tend to skip the 4 units and go only 3 or maybe even 2 because I really need to get my Flamer half track as soon as possible to deal with that.
Definitely. How do you deal with that? Flamer half track to deal with the what you just said. So we've got Marcus obviously going for conscripts. It depends on how many he builds. I mean, I'm interested to see that. I want to see how you react to what he does. It's going to be very interesting. And when you get into tier 2, if everything's going plain sailing, what would be your first unit usually?
That again depends on how well my units are doing. If my couple of grenadiers and an LMG have lost a guy during engagements and fighting, then I might want to get a half track first and reinforce on the field. If I've got it also depends on how much fuel I've got. If I've got 30 fuel by that time and I've had decent map control, I'll get it. If if I've got a lot of manpower as well, then I might intend to get a grenadier instead. It all depends on what I need.
I like that answer to the idea of losing engagements. Instead of buying the extra unit, the Panzer Grenadier, sometimes buy a half track. Then you don't have to keep retreating. You can maintain map control. That's a pretty good tip. I like that. That's a good tip. You've gone for the south though, as Wehrmacht. It looks like you're going for the south. That's a bit of an interesting choice.
Yeah, I do tend to normally stick to one side, and it's normally the south because this is it's not a general preference. It's just because I normally go this side. I haven't really experimented going north yet. That's what I'm used to. I normally go south. What I tend to do is kind of push for his left-hand side cutoff, and then go for his center with the munitions, and then swing over to his left-hand side and cut him off.
Oh yeah, there's cut-offs everywhere on this map. I mean, I'm going to bring the tactical map up myself right now. There are cut-offs everywhere, but the most dominant cut-off, I would argue, is the one on your side. Maybe it's slightly noobish to suggest that that's the only cut-off, maybe.
The other one, the opposite side, so you see the bottom left strategic point in red that the Box has. If I cut that off, I also cut all of his resources off the bottom and the right.
Oh, wow. So as I say, yeah, definitely. But I really do think that a lot of people think there's only one cut-off on this map, but there definitely is 4 cut-offs if you look at it. So you're not wrong to take the south by any means stretch of the imagination. It's just whether you can keep it, that's all.
Yeah, it's always difficult, especially against a good aggressive Soviet player. You kind of don't want to be in this situation too long. I mean, at the moment, I haven't really bothered to engage the north, and he's already almost capped it up because, without any threat from me, he's got no opposition to, grab the territories up there. So I've really got to hurry up and secure the south with all my units, and then swing around and hopefully go for his cutoff.
With Wehrmacht, I would argue it's about being calm, cool, and collected, and knowing what you need, not what you want.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very interesting. Good. What's it called? Good range of fire. You're keeping your grenadiers at distance. For anybody that doesn't know, grenadiers have a better at longer range. Same as company of heroes.
Well, I heard from Peter actually a different story to that. Apparently, with the statistics, there's actually no difference between grenadiers and conscripts on long range and close range, which I thought was strange because
Me
I
too.
thought,
Yeah,
like
me
you
too.
would. But I'm not sure who I heard it from, but I swear I heard it that they don't have any preference to long range or close range.
That is odd. Maybe it's a placebo effect on my part, but it always seems that grenadiers seem to do better in cover from a pitched battle, and conscripts seem to drop like flies. But maybe I'm wrong. It just
Maybe
feels that way.
too many men stick out of the cover.
Definitely. I definitely know for sure when conscripts get in close, their numerical supremacy counts for a lot. So maybe that dynamic is definitely holds true.
Possible, yeah.
Tier
Okay, I've
2 is
noticed that
ready.
my tier 2 is, yes, been teched, and I've noticed he's got a flamethrower, so I'm kind of preparing to get my grenadiers near my MG crews. As you can see, my grenadiers are literally next to both my MG crews, just in case his flame half track does come around, and then I can ready to Panzerfaust. So if I leave an MG crew on its own, it's just going to get toasted, and I don't want that to happen. And it's going to be
strategy.
expensive for me to reinforce everything.
Yeah, they are the archangels of the MG crews. The MG can move and reset up if you get flanked by conscripts, or as you say, Panzerfaust the M3 if it gets too close.
Yeah.
Good pressure in the north. You try and decap the field, just about get it. Quick hasty retreat with no man lost. What do you know about Marcus? Do you fear him? Has he got an excellent level of micro?
Not particularly. I know from Vico he wasn't that good. No offense to Marcus. In this game he's really come into his own.
Really?
But I think it's just him and he's played it for a long time now, and he's really used his M3 cars quite. He's like
definitely
coined the M3 Marcus. Marcus. He's used them so well, and he knows how. And I think that's how it's made him so good. At the moment, and I just think that new game, him starting out, with it, he knows what he's doing now.
There's quite a few players like that. It's like Fatal Saints beating Tommy quite regularly and stuff. Some of the old guys that have been playing for a long time, they seem to be doing quite well at this point. Maybe like the DevMs of the world will really start to come to their own sooner or rather than later.
Maybe. Yeah, it's quite strange because I managed to beat Fireball the other day, and
really?
It wasn't any challenge at all. And I was really surprised. I thought, Fireball, what's up with you, man? You're normally much better than this,
yes.
But I don't know. Maybe he was just new and not sure what to do.
Fireball,
in this game yet.
For those that don't know, under his alias 5 pseudonym, was rank 20 on every faction for a long period, which was incredible in Company Heroes 1. I remember that. That must have taken some doing. So we've got the
I wonder if I saved that replay.
Yes, hopefully you did. It'd be a good one to send in. Maybe just for bragging rights alone. I
probably would have done. Yeah, I probably would have done for bragging rights.
Well, here we go.
So
We've got
he's
the
gone for
half track. Exactly, but the half track's going to allow you to stay in the fight for a lot longer. Hopefully, get your cutoff straight back.
I've got my half track. I'm just going to rush in there and hopefully push back now. This is the turning point for me now. I've got to make this half track count and grab my territory back. As you can see, he's got like over 70% of the map now, and I've got less than 20%. So I really need to hurry up and make my half track count.
Yes.
I don't know why it's just
time
sitting
is
there
of the
doing
essence.
nothing.
I know. I was following it in a cinematic fashion, expecting it to really wreak some havoc. Go on, half track. Go on, son.
I also want to be careful with it, because if I lose it too early to like a well-placed mine, then it's lights out, and I'm probably not going to come back from that.
The Soviets' mines are so easier to place as well. It's one of the balance points I'd really like them to have a look at.
Now, for some reason, my MG42 doesn't want to fire in the house, which I was quite frustrated at.
Yeah, I'm looking for windows for you now.
Yeah.
You've got very low health Gren as well. That's looking a little bit worse for wear.
Don't really want to trick that if possible, because I'm going to get my half track over.
That takes a lot of balls.
Just got to do a rifle grenade. Yeah, I could do this quite a lot. I do like to take a lot of risks, and I think most times they do pay off. I mean, this grenadier, I could have lost it to a nasty crit from a conscript squad, with them all doing nice headshots or something. I don't know.
I believe he just lost a combat engineer to a small arms fire, which is rare in this game.
No, did he? Yeah.
Just pinged him from meters away. Yeah, it's quite good. Ooh, Oh, those 18As have such long range
Oh,
sometimes.
here we go. Yeah, that should get patched soon. Now he's trying to overdrive and finish off my flamethrower half track. I'm just trying to back it away as fast as possible.
Yeah, there's guards in the half track really doing some damage.
Oh, watch around the back. Watch this. Oh, I just missed it. Did you see the scout go around the back and take out the sniper squad that was doing?
Oh, nice, man. Oh, that was nice. No, I did miss that, but that's an excellent maneuver.
Forgot about that.
That's alright. It's one of the... Marcus probably forgot about it too. He got tunnel vision just the same way I did. Oh, and you got the guard on retreat. Man, you were in a
and there goes the
dominant
guard. So I
position.
just managed to kill an M3 half track, a guard squad, and a sniper. Now, I should win this now, and I'm thinking, yeah, now I've done so well. This is the first game. I think, oh my god, I'm doing so well. Why can't, I should capitalize on this and go straight ahead. If you look at Marcus's units, he's got one guard. He's rebuilt a guard squad. He's got 2 conscripts. No, he's got 3 conscripts and 2 engineers. Well, I've still got I haven't lost any unit yet. I've still got my 2 original grenadiers, 2 pioneers, built myself a panzer grenadier, and I've still got my 2 MGs, a half track, and a scout car. So we're doing pretty well.
Cooking on gas. Excellent. I love it. Map's feeling well as well. In terms of tech, are you thinking tier 3, tier 4? What are you thinking at this point? You want to capitalize on your position?
Well, I know that he has, he's, well, thinking, right, I've done well, let's consolidate this and keep pushing forward. He's trying to stall out in this house now. I don't know what kind of tech I need to... I normally go 2 Panzer Grenadiers. I'm building a pack now, so I just want to make sure, because I've got no AT in the field, I kind of want to be safe. He still I know he's had the fuel point in the north for a long time, so he's probably got enough to bring out a T-70, which might screw me over if I'm not prepared for it.
To be honest, Hans, it's a good decision. You're very low on munitions, but packs are woefully underpowered at this point in this game. So those watching in a year's time when packs are ridiculous, killing tanks left, right and centre, at this point in the game, they're a little bit... when they hit, they're good, but they don't often hit. Very micro-intensive if you want them to get working for you.
You see that? He tried to button my half track, but if you pop smoke, you can cancel that ability.
Nice.
It's great.
So that's... which doctrine is this? Which commander are we talking about here? Is it Festung
This
armor?
commander is currently the Festung armor support doctrine. Now, this is the doctrine that I used to use before they brought out the fortified armor doctrine, which I think is now my personal favourite.
Okay. What is it about this doctrine that really allows you to, dominate?
I think it's because you have... I think Smoke Tactician is incredibly useful. You need this ability to be able to get away out of dodgy situations, and also because you get a command tank. This is the perfect anti-infantry vehicle, and also the elephant to counter those stupid Su-85s. I mean, because they're well overpowered.
Yes, the elephant
honestly,
is
I had an elephant and it two-shotted with that bastard.
Nice.
I was really happy about that.
Two-shotted, that is really good.
Two-shot at a
The
freaking
elephant's
Su-85.
line of sight is incredible as well. In a game with true sight, it's so useful.
Unfortunately, I lost my MG42 in the south because I wasn't concentrating as he tried to attack me with the M3 half-track in the centre.
Yeah, it's a game of sometimes when your attention is drawn, you can't, see things happening at other places in the map.
Yeah.
It's one of the areas that sets the men from the boys sometimes in this game.
Now, I wish I did this sooner and gone for his left cut off. As you see I'm doing now, I should have done that much sooner when I had killed all his units during the middle area when I killed his M3 half-track guard squad and sniper. I should have done that straight away, and I don't know why I didn't do that. But at least I'm doing it now.
What a weapon have you picked up on your Panzer Grenadiers there? That's very interesting.
I think it's the guard squad that I nicked.
Nice.
It was one of their weapons. I don't know, what's it called? The DPR, is it?
It's something of that nature. It's one of those ones the acronyms I haven't quite gotten to grips with yet. Maybe, man, you're in an extremely strong position. I'm just looking around. Obviously, we can see that Marcus is getting mechanized armor Campanea, which I believe leads to pain in the arse for any Wehrmacht player with the Su-85s.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye on your pack. In fact, I'm going to control group it because I want to see what it does in this game. Because I'm after
Which unit?
The pack. I really want to watch the pack,
Pack.
and I want to see if you can make use of it, because I personally, when I play my games, I struggle to get it to be effective. I have, for example, there's this field guns that the Soviets can utilize. I find so much more useful.
Put a teller in the north. I know he's got an M3 half track, and I might be able to bait him over the teller. Did you see where I put that?
I can see it. Yeah, it's very, very good looking teller mine. Right on the pathing point as well. Obviously, any M3 half track would, you know, go very close to that, trying to go to the north.
Now, you see, I get my flamethrower half track purposely AT grenaded here. I know he hasn't got that much munitions left, and I know I can easily repair it, so it's kind of a good idea to actually let him waste
I like that.
his munitions on trying to kill my half track. It's double vet. It's unlikely it's going to die here. I've got a pack ready to back it up, and a scout car, double vet scout car to chase anything off, and I can just keep pushing it back, and I've got smoke, so it's kind of a good idea to let, if you can, you can get it out of there alive, just let it get AT grenade, because if they can't kill it, they're just wasting munitions, which could be used later on and to deadlier effect.
Soaking up munitions is a pretty good tactic. I like that. So, when you went into that engagement, were you actively thinking that, or is that just like a game sense that you have, you know?
But I was thinking, well, I thought, yeah, I want to get in there anyway to chase him off and do as much damage as possible. If he ATs me, so what? I don't
So what? I like it. I like it. 2 combat engineers on the field really helps you do that as well.
Yeah, so if he does get a bit damaged, I can just pull him back easily out of danger, out of harm's way, and then just quickly repair it.
Nice. I'm just looking at around it. We've got obviously the mechanized armor company are up. I'm expecting the Su-85 from it straight away, without having no prior knowledge of this game. I'm just expecting it, and then that's going to really put your half-track in a difficult position. It's your pack's position that's really going to be able to counter it at the moment. I can't see much else on the horizon.
Yeah.
So
in the north, I've got a scout car.
Oh, I like it.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
To be annoying and harassing.
It's pretty good though. You stopped him getting your fuel. You stopped him getting your northern VP point. It's good pressure. I arguably wouldn't have retreated straight away sometimes against the scout car, because they're not that powerful, are they? They can get weapons teams sometimes, but
no, he might be able to Urara and then AT grenaded it.
Ah, okay.
But there you go, triple vet, flame a half.
Nice. It's your pack that can save you at the moment. We've just got the command tank on the field. Again, not a hard AT counter, so I can see that you're putting yourself into a difficult position.
Flame a half track.
Oh yeah, for sure. Smoke and getting out of there with no damaged engines really helping you at the moment.
Losing that MG, I think, is pretty crucial, because it's been pinning, you know, because he stole my MG and it's sitting in that bloody house. It's been pinning all my units from. He hasn't had any MG. If he didn't, if I kept my MGs alive, he wouldn't have anything to pin my units. So I could have just waltzed in there and with more Panzer Grenadiers or whatever and done some decent damage. But unfortunately, I've not been able to do that because his MG's just been doing so much.
Yeah, I'm watching your pack now, dude. It's going to take a long time to turn. It's going to get its first shot off. It misses. It really, I honestly think at this stage of the game, they're not a solid counter to things like Su-85s.
Well, apparently they should. Well, apparently they are, but they just, you know, because they miss a lot, and even Su-85s, any tank. If you see any tank lately, and they try and target a pack, compared to Vico, they are much easier to decrew.
Massively. It's a 3-man cruise, man.
I mean, and their range, I don't know. They should. I think they should still be able to cloak, because you know the Germans need it, especially against that kind of armor they're facing.
Yeah.
Now, I've gone command tank. It's kind of my signature tank, the command tank, because I always use it. It's amazing against the infantry, like I said earlier. However, I'm not sure in this instance it was a good idea to make that now because of his Su-85. I knew he had it out, and it's kind of, you know, I'm stuck in my own build order. Got tunnel vision, just keep doing what I'm used to. I probably, yeah. I'm looking at marks at the moment. I have, yeah, 153 fuel. So yeah, I did have a lot of fuel. Could have been a good idea.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
so I
also saw
probably
what
could have.
happened to Armstrong in the final with his Panzer IVs. I mean, when you've got this much fuel in the competitive 1v1 in this stage of the game, I'd be considering getting tier 4 out. I wouldn't
Yeah,
rely on tier 3 tanks.
yeah. I make the fatal mistake of making P4s, I think, after this, and
Oh no,
although
no, no,
P4s are
no, no!
good,
Say less, say less. We don't want to spoil the end of the game. But yeah, fatal mistake. That does not sound good. It does not bode well for your future.
yeah. But well, the thing is, I kind of think they are well. P4 is good against if they can get rear armor shots off of an Su-85, but they will go down like they're going to so quickly if they're gonna if they go on one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hasn't. He's got one guard squad and stuff. There is a loophole in his armor right now for a Panzer IV to flank the Su-85. It's because you built the command tank that arguably puts yourself in the position where you can't. Sniper's going to start doing some work for Marcus, I believe. Your pack's got 2 men. I expect to have less soon. How do you engage with the Soviet sniper metagame? How do you tend to counter that?
I tend to try and get scout cars and do what I'm just about to do now, and unfortunately I'm very unlucky. Direct
field gun.
rifle grenades.
Yeah.
Doesn't finish the squad off.
No, unlucky man. We've got him writhing in terror.
I'm really glad I still kept that scout car alive from the start of the game, because that can now be very useful against rushing in there and finishing off those snipers like I did earlier.
Yeah, I'll be watching that scout car to see how he does on any future escapades. Obviously, we missed his first foray, but maybe Maybe I'll catch it next time. I'm loving the Vet 3 half track. That has just been a boss in the field for you. It's just a shame about your hard AT.
Yeah, the thing is, I can't break his position with the Su-85 at the moment, and I can't move up with that pack because he's got those snipers. So I need to think of some way of breaking his position. Now, I think what my mentality at the moment is, all right, build a P4 and then go in with everything at once and see what can happen.
Yeah, in StarCraft competitive play, they call that an all-in. It's basically
an all-in. Yeah,
it's all or nothing. I'd like to see that at this point because obviously he's just got guards and Su-85. Maybe you could do some damage there. Especially if you've got the pack to crawl up as well. But the only thing then would be the sniper decrewing the pack. So he's got to counter for everything you can do, I think, at this point. Oh no, abandoned the M3 with the Marcus car as they call it.
I don't know. It's unfortunate that my scout car doesn't have some kind of overdrive ability. It would be really useful.
I'd prefer that
because it couldn't get away there.
I'd love that to infantry awareness. I really would prefer that.
One Su-85.
You've got to
I
be
really wish I
expecting
went, this is said.
Oh, here we go. The pack and the Panzer IV. It's going to be interesting. I'd focus fire the M3, I would. So I knew I'd do that. Yes, you did it. Nice. Good micro, man.
Yeah.
Really good.
I knew I couldn't finish off the SU because it was getting in a good position. I can't really flank it from that position because it's kind of in a little corridor. And fortunately, because the SU's got great range, I have to keep back in that P4 as fast as I can backwards.
Yeah, you did some really good stuff with the half track there, man. I would have been tempted if I were you to just go in with the half track and just suicide. I think you could have taken out 3 or 4 squads then. The Su-85 would have caught up with you eventually, but I think you could have done so much damage. It's only without Fog of War on that you can see these things, though, I suppose.
True. Now, if you look, all my tanks and all my vehicles are very injured. I mean, I've got 2 damaged engines on 2 of my vehicles, and the other one's like got nothing, no health at all. So at this point, I need to I've done well. I've killed an M3 half track. I've kind of done a bit more damage, and I pushed him off. I need to regroup and repair all my stuff, but still keep on the pressure if possible with any remaining units.
Yeah, nicely said, man. We've got a double sniper squad there. It makes me cringe, man.
Oh, I can't believe what I just did there with the MG crew. I got too greedy again, and I think, what I should have done there was just think, like I just said a second ago, regroup, pull everything back a bit, and, wait until I've got repaired and then go in again.
the
No,
answer for
I just
me,
carelessly lost that.
yeah, with a calm head now, just watching your game, the answer would have been to have gone north with all your shit and to camp the northern VPs at this point, try and get some VP pressure. But obviously, you were trying to
Yeah.
take his cut off in the south a little bit aggressively there and lost the MG because of it. It's only without Fog of War that you can really appreciate these things. Okay, so
Yeah,
we've got
totally.
another Panzer IV, I believe. Oh no, it's a scout car entering the field. Nice, obviously to counter the snipers. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You've
No,
broken.
I think scout cars are great against snipers. I think he just retreated his sniper on the left because he heard it. I mean, you can listen to the fog of war to see when units are incoming, and he probably, heard it from a distance and thought, "Oh God, best to get it out there now," and rather than risk losing it.
Nice. Here comes the flame attack of death.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy, that thing. Marcus has still got so many units. I'm just going to have a look at Marcus and see how many units he's got. He's still got 3 conscripts from the start, and he's got a double vet guard squad that he rebuilt.
Pretty damn sexy.
He's
A
using
lot
that hit
of
the dirt.
veterancy as well, man. A lot of veterancy, a lot of kills.
There's a conscript, double vet conscript squad inside that house. That I think.
If I were you, a tip for anybody watching this: if you can attack ground or the house that they're in, or just attack it with a pack at any point, it's great to deny the enemy any possibility. If I was Hans, I would have done that a lot earlier. Only something.
The house, I kind of want to let them get into it, but sometimes you might get lucky and you might be able to kill the entire squad
like
inside a house. I've had that a lot of times. See that church, for example, you might think it's quite strong, but actually a couple of decent, well-placed shots from any vehicle or pack will actually demolish it. So you might get lucky.
I like it. It's all about getting lucky. That's what life's about.
On the left-hand side, I've retreated his sniper. I'm thinking, right, maybe I can rush in there and quickly finish it off.
Oh,
But again, I'm getting too greedy.
oh man, and the
Yeah,
M3's
it's
there
not
to
gonna
finish
happen.
it. Yeah.
Again, the scout doesn't have. I remember Quinn Duffy and some of the guys saying that they actually fixed the targeting on vehicles. That's not true. If you notice in that engagement there, the scout car focused the conscript squads rather than the actual sniper squad, which it should have done.
I agree.
Now that's kind of a pain, and I can't help that. I can't help where it
You've
targets
got to
unless
remember,
I
though,
physically click on it.
the buildings in the base, such massive shot blockers. They seem to have a
Yeah.
profile 10 times of their size sometimes. So building vehicles think, oh, there's an impassable cliff, I'll target the conscripts instead. It's so annoying. I do agree, though. I do agree.
Okay, if you look now, the map's fairly even. Maybe a bit more in Marcus's favour. Tanks.
Yeah, it's looking interesting. It's delicately poised, put it that way. Either side is due a breakthrough of epic proportions. We're going to see who does that.
I really think Hit the Dirt needs in you, unless you've got munitions. I mean, you have to be munitions to get them out of there, and it's still then pretty difficult.
We're due a massive balance patch though, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's all well and
Yeah.
good casting strategies now and talking about balance, because it'll be all different in a week's time, no doubt. I expect
Let's hope so.
Germans to be massively OP and Soviets just like one-man squads of old men.
That SU-85, look at that SU-85. It's got vet, yet it's not killed a single bloody thing.
How is that possible? It's just taking damage. That's meant to be 25% of your veterancy though. It must have taken a lot of damage.
And look at that, it's a veterancy 2, significantly increases weapon damage. Now, I am not too bad, too up in arms about, the whole veterancy thing if you take damage. But I think if you just get automatically get all the way up to vet 3 through that, I think that,
Oh,
it's a
for
bit silly.
sure, yeah. Originally in beta, it was 50%, 50% damage taken, damage received, given. Sorry. Now it's meant to be 25% taken, 75% given. Is how your veterancy works itself
Right,
out.
at this point, I should wait. Instead, I'm going all in.
I like it. I like it.
This is the worst micro over flame half track in my life. Just rush it in there. And
Oh, he's reversing as well. He finished off with the M3, I believe. The SU-85 still got 0 kills. It wasn't that, man. The tanks
Yeah.
should have led in all fairness, I think.
Look at that one shot of that.
Oh man. Oh man. You went all in with a straight and he had a flush in poker. He just about pipped you. He had just about enough to keep you from doing any real damage there.
And in the bottom, you know, this is when I'm not concentrating. I'm not my best. I just lost a Panzer going into the south when I should have been focusing. You know,
Yeah.
I just lost a P4. I just lost a half track as well. I'm crippled, and
Yeah.
he only lost an M3 half track, and that was it. M3 half tracks are easily replaceable. What I should have done there was wait until railway artillery and then moved in. I almost had it, and if I just had waited,
Man.
and,
Yeah, like a what's his name? Symbiosis-like attack. You know, wait for your artillery to be ready and then attack, and then you can really do some damage. Combined arms. This Vet 2 Su-85 is just going to wreak some havoc now.
yeah, I really regret. Could have easily won this one, I think.
Definitely, you really
I think
could.
it was a poor timing, and I probably shouldn't have gone P4s. Instead, I should have gone Panthers. I had the fuel to do it, and I just was, you know, lazy, and I didn't do it.
Patience is a virtue, and with the house of cards you built for yourself, it only took one to fall, and then you lost the Panzer Grenadiers in the south because you were angry with yourself. You can just see it. Basically, you've crumbled. It's really sad to see.
Yeah.
But
Now, the next time I play Marcus, at least I know I'm very I'm proud of my early game. Basically, in this game, I think my early game was spot on. I did really well. I managed to wipe out most of his units. However, problem after that, I didn't capitalize on that. I didn't go for his cutoffs. I did manage to have like most of the territories. However, I should have done. You know, he's going to get an Su-85. That's just a typical counter now because I've got armor. What's his counter to my armor is going to be the Su-85. So I should have thought, all right, what's my best counter to the Su-85? I made a pack. Pack didn't pay off because it got sniped and it's no longer on the field anymore. I don't think. And I probably should have just gone right Panthers. Now with the fortified armor doctrine, I can get an elephant. By this time, what are the CPs? It's 8. So yeah, I would have easily had enough fuel for an elephant by now, and the elephant I think would have been the unit I needed to you know.
yeah, man, you have 239 fuel. You really would have done. And tell us more about this fortified armor doctrine. You're writing a guide on it, aren't you?
Yep, basically, it's something I've been using for a while. It's the same kind of build, but with the Festung armor support, it's just different abilities, and these abilities are, you know, they're better than the Festung armor support.
Yes.
You don't have your railway artillery, and you don't have your passive Pack 43 emplacement, but I don't think you need that. Pack 43s aren't that useful. They're just, you know, they cost a lot of manpower
Quite
to build.
squishy, though, aren't they?
They're quite squishy, yeah. I mean, the artillery shots, a couple of snipers get in there, and one infantry squad with a, you know, a Molotov, and it's gone. You need mobile AT. You need mobile AT. That's what you need. And with a railway artillery, yeah, that is very useful. I do like the ability. That's why I do like the strong armor support. However, with the fortified armor doctrine, you could probably get yourself some Panzerwerfers instead, and the munitions could be gone. You can use them to other uses as well, like mines, or, you know, anti-infantry mines instead. So you don't always have to use artillery to beat your opponent.
That's very well said. So I'm going through this doctrine right now. It still has the Panzer Tactician, which is smoke. It still has hold down. Instead of the Pack 43, what does it have, Hans?
As the oh no, was it?
Slightly earlier on, isn't it? That
It's the command. I think it's Panzer Tactician. Is it recon run, then hold down?
recon
then
run, which I think
recon
is so useful, especially
Yes,
in
that's it.
yeah, definitely, especially in team games and 2v2s because everybody
Yeah.
can see it. It's then got
It's-
the command tank, which is an ultimate infantry tank, and the elephant tank destroyer instead of railway artillery support. A very strong
think-
doctrine.
Yeah, the fact that you've got recon one with elephant is amazing. I mean, with the other elephant doctrine, you get spotting scope, right, which gives it more increased line of sight. You don't need that when you've got recon run. Recon run gives you the entire basic map.
Definitely.
The plane goes around the entire map and you see everything. Instead of Vico, it only just did one little run. You can see the entire map basically for a short period of time. And when you can see the map, your elephant, you know, has great line of sight.
Oh, we've got the scout car going in on the snipers to interrupt you there. Oh, this looks interesting. Go on, scout car! You've missed it! No! Go on, Hans! What are you doing? Ah! You saw that? Did you see the
Yeah.
guards? Oh man! If you had overdrive or something, it would have been so much fun. If it was PE from Co 1, it would have been a loller course. That would have been amazing. You've got to be thinking of GGing soon, dude. I mean, there's not much you can do when you've got
Yeah, I
Vet
can't do
3
anything
guards.
now.
Oh,
Bit
when
3
when will
issue
your guide be
85,
finished,
can't do
dude?
much.
For the viewers watching this, the eventual 500 or so people.
Guide, I think it's soon. I'm waiting on the guys in the department to finish off bringing out the icons.
Okay, so in
But,
like
and then
August, maybe November, it'll probably be released, like
yeah,
2014.
probably.
2014, maybe, yeah.
They are taking their time, but they've done a great them so far.
Yeah, quality over meeting deadlines. KOTO's guides seem to be absolutely excellent, but they do seem to take a lot of time to release sometimes.
Yeah, there's been quite a few Soviet guides out with the conscript guide and.
Oh, I saw that. That was
some other
particularly
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to. I think someone needs to hurry up and make a austere guide for all those poor austere guys that are struggling out there, and hopefully I can be the one to do that.
You can be the savior, the Jesus of the austere. We'll call you. Austere Jesus.
If
That's
only.
you, Hans. Look at the vet this guy's got. I mean, what does God give you? Significant durability. We've got accurate, improved durability. Wow, they've got a lot of durability. Those things. I don't know what that means, but yeah, they've got it. Come on, Scout Car. I really just want to see him kill some snipers before the game ends.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. I kept on making scout cars hoping to kill his snipers, but no, it wasn't happening. He's positioned pretty well. He's got SU-85 support. He's trying to chase my scout car off with a very annoying double vet conscript squad.
Ah, but it was a good game, man. As I say, the ebb and flow is pretty linear. You were doing well, then he was doing well. But when you were doing well, you showed off some really good strategies there, man. Obviously, hopefully with a little bit of balance patching as well, it'll give you a lot more. There could have been the possibility of an austere comeback, but with the game as it is, it's always difficult once you've lost the edges.
I think even with the balance this game, I probably still could have won. I mean, I had a brilliant early game. The only reason I lost was because I chose a bad time to attack. I lost 3 key units, the Panzer IV, the triple vet high flamer half track, and a Panzer Grenadier in the south, and I wasn't concentrating. And instead of going Panzer IVs, I probably should have gone Panthers. So I know where I went wrong this game, and lots of times I think my failure is because I'm too greedy. I'm way too greedy.
You're a greedy boy, Hans. Very greedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the command tank, you could have also had Panthers, because you already had an anti-infantry tank. Panzer IV is an all-purpose tank, so you could have had an anti-tank tank. And tanks for casting, Hans?
Sorry? Thanks for casting, yeah, I see what you did there. That's bad. That reminds me of a horrible history book, man, with the freaking...
Oh, I've got one of those on my shelf, just so I can see it here.
God, that thing.
Oh, they were quite good actually. I don't know. I used to try and steal them from school and stuff, and they're quite good. But yeah, that was a very good game. Any closing words on your strategies and anything you'd like to leave the audience with?
Unfortunately, this isn't a game where I won with this strategy. Although, hopefully, you guys from watching the start of it, you can see the potential for the strategy. It does work. It's just because of the Soviets being overpowered at the moment. The Isu-85s, as you see, they've got incredible damage, incredible range. You've got hit the dirt, and you've got those AT grenades you've still got to deal with. And I still managed to do incredible early game. The only reason I lost is because of the reasons I've said. And so yeah, I think you guys, if you stick with this strategy, and it'll be up soon on the portal, hopefully, you'll do pretty well as Austere.
It'll be on the portal, kotu.org. It'll be linked in this video, so hopefully we're watching this video once the guide's made, but likelihood it might not be. Also, probably posted on Reddit and Twitter. You'll see it. It'll be a good guide. Thank you for watching. Got plenty of interesting people lined up for this series, so if you like what you've seen and you've not necessarily seen my cast before, please do subscribe. I've got a few people I'm speaking to, and I've got a few good ideas. Basically, it's going to be this premise. It's going to be one guy talking about his own game, hopefully not spoiling it, but hopefully giving us lots of strats. Interesting tactics. Thank you, Hans. That was very enjoyable. And goodbye.
Goodbye.